I've legit never seen a community support ruining the game for every other player the second something is not fun like Dead by Daylight. Legit, in over 20 years of online gaming, the amount of people who believe they're the center of the universe in DBD is completely unmatched. Before I start the discussion, don't forget to go follow my Twitch. It is written right up here as well as in the caption. I'm trying to reach 1,000 followers by the end of the month, which is my birthday / the 2-year anniversary of my first stream ever. We're currently at 951. Okay, so I am definitely inclined to agree with this. This tweet was from Scott Jund. He also made a YouTube video covering this subject, which I did watch. And in that YouTube video, he sort of compared quitting in DBD to somebody like showing up for a game of basketball with their friends, realizing they're not having fun and storming off the court. And that's honestly a really good way of putting it. What happened to shame? What happened to understanding that ruining the game for everybody else just isn't an option because you'll be so bullied forever? And what happened to bullying the people who do that? Nonetheless, it is definitely an extreme sense of entitlement within the DBD community. Because I'm the first to say, if you're not having fun, you should log off Dead by Daylight and go play something else. But that doesn't give you the right to quit in the middle of the game and ruin it for everybody else repeatedly, with zero consequences. I understand there are valid reasons to DC. If you have a phobia or a disability that prevents you from facing a certain killer, please, by all means, DC. But DCing because you're not having fun is not really an option. It is just not fair for you to do that to your teammates and to the killer. And only in DBD are people like this. Currently, the only other PvP game I really play is Marvel Rivals, and I'm not nearly as good at it or invested in it as I am with Dead by Daylight. I have like 5,300 hours on Dead by Daylight and like 90 on Marvel Rivals. But you get a huge penalty if you DC from a game of Marvel Rivals. I think it starts at like 5 and then just goes up from there. Or maybe it's even higher, like 15. I don't know. I've never DC'd from a game of Marvel Rivals. Now, don't get me wrong. I definitely think DBD should be fun. And I think a lot of the reason the DCing problem is so prevalent on the survivor side is because we just got comfortable with it. And to be honest, we were kind of rewarded for it. Let's take a look at Skull Merchant, for example. A killer that wasn't OP, at least not after the 3-gen meta was addressed, but was still treated like the most annoying killer to face in the entire game because of that reputation she built up. So what did people do? They just refused to play against her. They DC'd, they killed themselves on the hook. There was literally no way that if you queued up as Skull Merchant, you were going to get a full game. So what did Behavior do? They literally took her out back and shot her in the head. They nerfed her into uselessness because people refused to play against her. To this day, people still refuse to play against her, while she's now the weakest killer in the game. It was kind of like positive reinforcement. People refuse to play against the killer gets nerfed into uselessness, and now people have what they want. They never have to face her. So maybe survivors think if they consistently DC against X killer, that'll get X killer nerfed into uselessness? I don't know. What do you guys